Have you ever considered how challenging it is to truly predict the ripple effects of our actions? It is easy to think we know how something will turn out, but the future rarely conforms to our expectations. Forecasting future ethical effects is problematic primarily due to the inherent complexity of human systems, the unpredictability of human agency, and the dynamic nature of values themselves. This difficulty makes it incredibly hard to rely solely on consequentialist ethical frameworks, which judge actions based on their outcomes. The core mechanism behind this challenge lies in the concept of emergent properties and what is often called the butterfly effect in complex systems. When individuals interact, their choices create a vast web of interconnected actions and reactions, leading to outcomes that were not directly intended or foreseen by any single actor. Think of a minor change today potentially altering the course of entire societies decades from now. Furthermore, human values are not static. What one generation considers ethically good or bad can shift significantly for the next, making future evaluations highly subjective and often anachronistic. Our limited knowledge and cognitive biases also prevent us from accurately modeling all potential variables. Given this profound unpredictability, how then should we approach ethical decision-making? Rather than attempting to precisely calculate all possible future outcomes, a more robust approach involves focusing on clear, consistent ethical principles. This means establishing foundational rules that guide actions, regardless of the immediate, observable consequences. This framework allows for adaptability, recognizing that ethical evaluation is an ongoing process as new information emerges, rather than a one-time calculation. It encourages iterative adjustments and a constant re-evaluation of impacts against core values. Understanding these limitations introduces us to important concepts like path dependency, where early ethical choices, even seemingly small ones, can lock in future developments and constrain alternative ethical paths. It also highlights the distinction between intended outcomes and actual outcomes, which often diverge significantly. For example, a policy intended to alleviate poverty might, through unforeseen market dynamics, inadvertently create new forms of dependency. This recognition shifts the emphasis from guaranteeing perfect outcomes to ensuring that our processes and underlying principles are ethically sound and robust enough to handle the inevitable uncertainties. Ultimately, recognizing the problematic nature of forecasting future ethical effects encourages a more humble and flexible approach to moral reasoning. It leads us away from rigid consequentialism and towards an ethical framework that values principles, acknowledges human fallibility, and remains open to adapting as the complex tapestry of future effects unfolds. This fosters a more resilient and reflective ethical practice, preparing us to navigate an ever-changing world with greater wisdom.